Part of my manners. Ahoy.
Bro, the internet is... Hey. I get mad at the algorithm, which is so interesting. It's like, not a person, but I have personified the algorithm. It is like this, like, evil being, and it's like, the algorithm is human made. I saw this Substack, I think it was a Substack, and it was like, we go on to ad platforms to catch up with our friends. We scroll through ad platforms for the news. Ooh. But it's like, that's what, like, the newspaper kind of was that shit too, though, low-key. Obviously, that's not where you catch up with your friends. It's not where you post collaborative posts with your spouse because you just had a baby, which I don't like. My problem always, since the beginning of my internet career, has been loving building an online community and finding it important to share my honesty. The hope is to spread love and joy, but also the internet is a hot pile of garbage, steaming fucking brain eating amoeba garbage, and I'm adding to it, which is why I kind of like the idea that the internet is gonna get niched down. Like, will kind of like separate into like smaller communities, and like smaller creators will be the thing. This is gonna sound like judgmental because, like, I don't know, it is, but I think it's important to have preferences. I was scrolling on TikTok, and my TikTok, mind you, is like Reiki healing, tarot reading, like alchemy, therapy, self-help vibes, and then brain rot, of course, and like gay. That's like my For You page, you know. Tana Mojo comes up and she's talking about the artist section at Coachella. I'm Coachella curious. I'm an artist. I've never been to Coachella. I've always said I'm not going to go to Coachella until I'm playing it. In my youth, it was actually very cool. In my youth, it was like Vanessa Hudgens' Cella. And when Emma Chamberlain made a Coachella video that first time, that was hilarious. That was awesome. That was a time that, you know, it's obviously something quite different now. Last year, Coachella, I actually had FOMO for it. Grimes played a terrible set, which is hilarious. Billie Eilish was dropping her stuff and being very gay. Like, you know, I would have liked to have been there for that. It just, like, looked like tea. I'm gonna hate the fact that it looks like I'm on the phone. You know what? When people do it, they do it like this. I should have been doing like this. This is, like, a nicer look. I want it to feel professional. I want this video to feel really professional. What the hell am I saying? I lost. Oh, Tana Mojo. I'm an internet kid. I was up on it. I was there with... I knew about TanaCon, okay? Like, I've followed her journey. I remember when she used to make story times with Gabby Hanna, okay? That's where I know about these things, yeah. She's obviously gone on her own journey. She's dating a Hawaiian guy, and, like, is very outspoken about Hawaii now, which is cool. I watched this freaking video. She's talking about the
at the top of
artist section.
I just got
it was so like disrespectful towards Justin Bieber's performance, and it was just like, it's not entirely my fault that these programmers design this algorithm and push media that actually preys on my neurological wiring. The way, and not just me, right? All of us all. So is it really my fault that I got trapped in this vortex? You know, I could have like extreme military like discipline, but I was chilling on my, come on now. I was so mad that I watched that video and knew that information. And that's just like one little example of a million things. And then, you know, what happens is, you know, sometimes I get some really cool, interesting advice, some really cool inspiration. Sometimes, you know, people are posting like articles and books, old books, Freud quotes, Nietzsche quotes, and those are good reminders. And poetry, and like, sometimes therapists come on there and they have good dating advice. But then I reach a point where my algorithm is just spitting out a lot of dating advice, and I start getting really mad. I'm like, fuck you. I don't need to be perfect at dating. I don't need to take all your notes and advice. You're just running your mouth. Like, you just pick some random aspect of a partnership and are like, this
This is what will do it for you.
I don't know, man. It almost it's like the TikTok university. It feels like school, but I'm getting it in like a 20-minute scroll, and I'm getting it in 30-second bursts, and I'm flipping from all different subjects, and recesses mixed in the middle there too, where we brain rot. And then I come out of it, and my real world is actually nothing like my algorithm. It's actually not like it. It's not like my For You page. People actually have different opinions than the ones that I'm always seeing. And, and then my vision of reality gets a little skewed. Things get a little skewed. I think that the real world is somewhere between this one and this one, but I'm getting confused about it. And I just paid my fucking taxes. I just paid an exorbitant amount of money to a corrupt, disgusting, decrepit, I don't have bad enough words to describe the American government to really encompass the way I feel about how this country is run and how it treats its working class and the majority of its people. I do not have words to describe it. And sending them money to keep committing crimes that I didn't say they could do with my money is so really hard to wrap my head around. I just imagine people in Sweden and I'm like, you guys don't feel like this. Right? Like, I think Sweden has a lot of really cool policies. I've seen some videos of people being like, yeah, I just decided I wanted to be a teacher instead. Or I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I quit my job and I got X amount of money to exist for a couple months and go to school to pivot careers. I just leave my baby in its stroller outside the cafe. There are hundreds of pesticides and chemicals banned in our food. They won't put them. The government won't allow them to use those pesticides on us. Oh my God. I've turned on the camera because, listen, here's the situation. I think this is a historical moment. I think the way that we feel about the internet right now, we're like, it is, with the way like AI is rapidly advancing in a way that like I don't know about, it's like the like billionaires and the tech overlords, they like know things that we don't know. And like their shit, like the government knows about aliens, like, you know what I mean? Like, gotta be. They know about advances that we don't know about. It's moving quicker than we could ever even fathom. We have no idea because everyone here is at work. There's all that happening, right? And we don't even know. All we know is like we're using the internet to self-soothe and to learn as much as we can and to try and connect with each other. And this is our way of rebelling, even organizing each other, organizing different things, protests, etc. I mean, I saw a lawyer.
And I'm not paying my federal income tax this
openly
year.
Admit that she's not paying her taxes. She knows all the law behind it. And she's gonna take us along her journey. That's awesome, But we're so distracted. We're so caught up in this thing, and it is affecting us, and we don't even know what's coming, and we're not even caught up to what's here. How confused and discombobulated we are right now, and how crashy outy everything is. It just feels like we've been reaching a boiling point for so long, and it's like, when the hell is something gonna give? When is something gonna pop? And it's like, will it ever? It's like the longest riser, and you think, oh, here it comes, DJ, hit me with it. Let's break into this beat. Let's break into the dance section. Give it to me. When's it gonna pop? And we're just still rising. And tangentially, I was on the subway the other day, and this guy set off a riser on his phone. Just a tone, an ascending tone. It just went, and it went into a level I could not even perceive. And I was like, we all just like looked at each other like, very, very subtly, like even less than that, more just like that. I was like, was that a social experiment? Is something gonna explode? Like I was like, what compelled you? If anybody knows anything about something like that, leave it in the comments. I'm baffled. I also read a Substack post this morning that was like, if you live in Mexico City, it alters your relationship to time. If you live in New York City, you're in a race to get somewhere. You know, everything about where you live shapes your energy, all of it. And that's why I'm pretty amped up most of the time. Anyways, let's get ready for date night. Me and my partner, we go on a special date once a month. And this is our second time doing it. And it's honestly like really special because, you know, a month comes really quick. I'm always like, what? It's already that day? You wouldn't realize how much time goes by, and maybe you wouldn't have ever carved out a special date with each other. What should I wear? I also need to do my voice warm-ups before I leave. So I'm gonna rip that right now while I look for an outfit, and then I'll try it on for you. Ew, I mean, oh, not for you. It's not for you, unless you're a lesbian. You know what's crazy? If I just like sit in silence for long enough, my brain will say something crazy. It'll just like be like, did you think about this? Did you think about this? Did you think about this? Wait, had you considered this? That's what it. And I'm like, whoa! I had not considered that. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Would you want to go on a date with me? Don't answer that. It's giving a bit. It's like giving like. It's giving chef, but in like a bear way. It's a little cooler like that. Maybe this open. So this open. Oh, I have jean shorts. Oh, okay. And all of my shorts are coming out of my closet now. All of my shorts are coming out of my closet. I have a feeling these shorts I'm gonna like. Yes. The biggest issue I foresee in this situation is gonna be the shoes, because I have a. Don't tell my body that. It already knows, but I'm trying not to reinforce it. Maybe I'll try it. These shoes don't tend to give me a problem, even though it seems like they would. Catch the fit. Would you go on a date with me? Okay, I'm gonna with vanilla, and then that was perfume by the way. I'm gonna with vanilla, and then get out there.